Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming, Anime. A Coin Society. LV happens to be a female blogger in the Philippines, and I've been following her for quite some time, and she really supports my channel, and I try to support hers. Uh, so a lot of times when you see somebody says they're coming from, if they say LV, that means LV asked them to raid my live stream, which means I'll come in and say LV, let me know that it was LV that sent them to me, and so that's what's going on there. Julianne Martin, long time no see. I hope everything's going well. Uh, Trying to remember, are you in the states or Canada now? Julianne Martin is a artist who lived in Macau, I believe, over in Hong Kong, Macau area, and she's a pretty good artist. But she's gotten married, and she last I know she moved uh, over here in the western part of the world, and so hopefully she's still doing well. Lorraine, thank you for coming. We appreciate it. Uh, I did do something today. Uh, I packed one of my suitcases that I'm taking. One of my check-on luggage is what I packed. I wanted to see the stuff that I was wanting to take if it would meet the weight limits or weight limits because it's limited how much you can take on each luggage for whether you're for check on or check through your check luggage, and it does. It's just under it. I might take something out of it, but what's loaded now, I really don't have to take anything out because it's loaded with stuff I don't plan on uh, using at all until after I get overseas. A couple of the things I packed in there were sentimental stuff. My mom made me an Afghan for my bed. She made that for me for about 30 years ago, maybe right around 30 years, maybe a little longer. So I've had it for quite some time. I don't sleep under it. I used to use it some, but I haven't in years. But I still want to keep it. And another one is a kind of a tapestry blanket, or I forgot whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure the exact name of it. But my oldest sister, who passed away in August last year, her and her husband gave it to me for Christmas or birthday one year. It's got a bunch of lighthouses on it. So it's kind of got not everything with sentimental value am I going to be able to take. But I can take these two things along with some other stuff. And that's what that suitcase is. It's just some stuff I plan on taking. Some of it I do plan on giving away as gifts. Uh, so that's what's in that suitcase. So I'm not going to be using the stuff I plan on giving away. And the one that had the uh, lighthouses on was on the back of that couch right there. I don't need it there. I took it down, and like I said, I wanted to pack this up and make sure it would meet the weight limits. That's just under it, so I might take something out and put something lighter in there. One thing, but we got plenty of time to decide that. So that one's pretty much packed and ready to go. By doing that, I decided, hey, Anime, how you doing? I decided that I don't need to ship anything separately. It'll all go with me when I go because it's cheaper to pay for an extra luggage, check on luggage, or check through luggage, how you want to say it, check luggage, than it is to send it by LCB or LBC, whatever it is, or DHL. It's cheaper to send it this way. Uh, the next the next piece of luggage will have a little weight, but nowhere near. This is going to be my heaviest check luggage. Uh, so when I pack, the next one will be heavier in my carry on, but it won't be as heavy. Oh, I'm sorry to hear you got a migraine headache. I hope you get feeling better. Uh, I don't get migraines, but I do get headaches once in a while, and I think I got headache migraines when I was a kid. Sitting under fluorescent lights would give me one when I was younger. I'd just get a splitting headache, and if I got away from the light, then it would clear up. So I don't know if it was really a migraine or something else, but fluorescent lights used to give me a lot of problems when I was younger, and not so much anymore. Today is a day that I have not gone anywhere. I happen to be sitting inside, and I'm going to stay right now just to let you know how cold it is. It's 4 degrees Fahrenheit. Give me a minute and I'll tell you what it is in Celsius. That's not right. That says 1 degree Fahrenheit there. Give me a second. I'll let you know what it is here. It's very cold. I know that. It's minus 13 degrees Celsius, and it will get colder tonight. And it says there's light snow, but I'm not so sure about that. When I looked out, it didn't look like it. But we're not supposed to get a lot of snow, 1 to 3 inches. We've already got a couple inches, so we won't get much more. Hello, South Texas. How you doing? Is this Jerry's channel? Let me check something, Jerry. Okay, well, let me go ahead and all right, you got standard modernization there, Jerry. Thanks for coming. I not been doing great myself, been kind of busy. I kind of figured that, Jerry. That's why I went ahead and gave you the blue jacket. But so yeah, like I said, now Monday's going to be President Day here in the United States. Hey, Chuck, how you doing, man? Not too bad. Fighting allergies right now. It's minus 13 degrees Celsius or 4 degrees Fahrenheit right now. It's supposed to get below zero tonight too, and Fahrenheit. I mean, it's supposed to get minus degrees here. The high today was around 16, and that was early this morning. It's just been getting colder all day. And so, like I said, it's my Saturday. I get 3 days off. This is going to be about the coldest day. So I just decided, hey, to heck with it. I'm not leaving the apartment. I've opened the door a couple times to look out and see if it was snowing, because it's kind of hard sometimes if it's real light to see it through the window. And yeah, it's like you're right. It's in 2 days, so good. I'm glad you reminded me of that. So I got something I can do Monday. But yeah, I lose track of the Monday holidays because I'm off anyway. So it doesn't matter as far as that goes. But it's going to be cold all weekend. But I'll do something on Monday this week. That I think I'll go by the bank and pull some money out because I like to have cash in my pocket. I use my card most of the time, but every once in a while I like to have. I'm from the older generation. I like the cash in my pocket in case I need it. But I won't pull much out. Just enough. I'm down to about, I don't know, $10, $20, $30 at the most. I like to have a little more than that in my pocket. But we'll see. I'll probably go by the store either tomorrow or Monday, and then the bank on Monday. I'll also do my laundry on Monday. That's my normal laundry day. Now, I think it's supposed to be the warmest day of the week. But yeah, like I said, I did pack up that one bag. The heaviest stuff that I'm going to be giving away is in that bag. Hang on a second. I had to pull up my sock. But Well, yeah, I understand. Your schedule's changing. I worked weekends for years, and now I have all the weekends off, and I have had them off for a while because of the last couple of jobs I had uh, before this when uh, gave me weekends off. Now, when I worked at Amazon, when I first worked at Amazon, I was working weekends. No, not the first time, but the second time. I was working weekends until I made a supervisor, a chef supervisor. Then I had weekends off. Then I went to Porter Coleman's. There I had weekends off because they were closed on the weekends. And now where I'm at, they're closed on weekends, so I have weekends off. Uh, at both places, Porter Coleman's and where I'm at now, I had Saturday, Sunday, Mondays off. So I'm going to use that. Mertz, how you doing? Thanks for coming. Hey, Tim. Uh, yeah, Love South Texas. Tim is Jerry. Uh, so, but yeah, like I said, I was lazy today. I ate very simple. Although this weekend, I know some of you will like this, and some of you may not like it. Sometime this week, I'm going to fix some rice and fry up some spam. And I got to look and see if I've made that a video on that. If I haven't, I will. Uh, when I fix the rice, I like to use a lifted onion soup mix for seasoning, and I'll put that in with the rice and cook it with the rice. So it'll give the rice a little bit of flavor. And then I'll fry up the spam and some mixed vegetables together. Now I'll fix the rice the day before. And the reason for that is I read somewhere, either on YouTube or I believe it was on YouTube. I saw a thing. It might have been uh, TikTok or something, but no, Google. I mean, but there was an article on where if you chill your rice after you cook it, it helps uh, the carbs be more absorbed and at a better rate, so it doesn't spike your sugar as much. And being a diabetic, I need to do that, so we'll do that. I got to cut back. Hey, Mike, how you doing, man? Thanks for coming. Hey, Dan, how you doing? Well, it won't be green eggs, Dan, but there will. I'm not even sure if I'm going to cook eggs with it. I probably will. Uh, Although maybe I'll cook some eggs and have the spam for breakfast, along with I think a little bit of rice. I've done that one before. I'm pretty sure, but I'm not sure if I've done the stir fry with rice and spam. So if I have it, I'll do one up on that. Oh, I'm missing something here. All right, I see what you're saying. Yeah, don't blame you. Uh, like last week. Hey, Kevin, how you doing, man? My Filipino American adventure is Kevin. His wife is Rowana, and they got the kid Fritz, and he's got another son. Uh, Fritz and Rowana and Kevin are going to the Philippines to live. He's retiring this year, and they're moving moving to the Philippines back for Rowana and Fritz. Kevin been staying in the Philippines quite a bit. He takes time off and goes over there. Kevin, I mean, and so he's going to be moving over there for good. Not bad. I decided not to send a bill or a box over. I was just gonna. I packed up a suitcase, and I'll pay for an extra suitcase. And it's cheaper to go that way, only because the suitcase was free. I bought two, and I had enough points to get a third one for free, which is what I did. So I packed up the biggest one. That's going to be taking my some stuff that personal stuff that I sentimental stuff, but I'll be taking some of the gifts I'll be giving away. And so it's already packed up, all ready to go. I don't need to touch it, even though I'm not going till May. A friend of mine's going to let me store my stuff at her place. And hey, Elvie, how you doing? Thanks for coming. He's going to let me store my stuff at her place. And why I go back to Indiana and visit family. And like I said, I'm coming back here to sell my car and stuff, then leave from here. I don't know if it's going to be her and her husband or just her, but she's going to give me a ride to the airport the day I leave, so I won't have to rent a car. If I need ride around, she'll make sure I get the ride around. I've known her for 35, almost 40 years. I've known this friend of mine. Known her brother for almost 30 years. And they're my two best friends in this area. And I know their whole family. Her, like I said, her husband, her daughter, his wife, his son, their mother. I knew their dad, but he's passed away. I knew her dad longer than I did. I knew her dad about 35 to 38 years ago. And that's what's going on. And folks, if you would, go ahead and catch up with Kevin's channel, My Filipino American Adventure. Hey, Chuck. Yeah, Elvie's here. And we're just looking forward to it. Like I said, Dad's going to do me a favor. He's going to stay at this one place that's supposed to be fairly inexpensive. And he's going to let me know what he thinks of it. And in Cebu. Now, I already got my first 10 days already taken care of. And so I'm looking for a little more permanent place. I plan on staying in Cebu for quite a few months, if not a year. Got to get this taken care of, which I told you all about many times. I'm just a couple other things taken care of. And you need a home base when you're single and looking for a place to live. And I'm not talking about in the city. I'm talking about in the Philippines. I may decide Cebu's a place for me. Going to be honest with you, I doubt it. I think I'm going to enjoy being there, but I don't think it's going to be a place I want to live full time year round. I think it's going to be a place I'd like to visit once in a while. So I will enjoy my time there when I first get there. And I think I'll probably want something a little more laid back, a little more. Elvie, the truth is, I'm more excited about retiring than going to the Philippines. And like I've told some other people, the reason for this is there's a couple of reasons. One is I got to retire before I can go to the Philippines. If I'm going to go there, live there, which is that's my plan. So I got to retire first. So that's the first step to go into the Philippines. So I'm really excited to get that part done. And I'm really excited because I've been looking forward to retiring a lot longer than I've been looking forward to going to the Philippines. And so that really does make a huge difference. And there was a time that I wasn't sure I'd be able to retire. Let me look, Dad. Yeah, here we go. I didn't know you were asking for Sam gloves, but here's some gloves. Winter gloves. They're not latex. Sorry about that, Dan. They're not latex. They're winter gloves. Might even have something I reach in my coat behind me, but those are the easiest one to reach. Yeah, that's right, Tim. Like I said, my goal right now is to get this place cleaned up. Like I said, I packed that bag up. Now I got to get some other stuff, start packing some other stuff away. like the pictures that I don't have negatives of, I plan on taking with me. So I got to get something to store them to keep them from being destroyed in the move. And then I got to decide. I don't think I'm going to take any videos. I got a lot of movies, CD movies. I don't think I'll take any of them. I don't think I'll take the music. I'll just get rid of that stuff. But yeah, there's some things I got to go through and decide what I want to keep, what I don't want to keep. I do have time to do it without rushing, but I am a kind of a procrastinator, so I got to get started before it gets too late. Yeah, Sam Gloves is always asking about gloves you have, and I do have latex gloves, but I'd have to get up and go get them. Hey, Stats, how you doing? And I don't see you on this. There you are. There you go, Stats. You now have a blue jacket. Now, if you want to advertise your channel, just type in 3Ls, and my Nightbot will drop it for you. I'm doing quite well. Like I said, I work 4 days a week. I only got 36 more working days, guys. 36 more working days. That means I got 9 more weeks of work because I only work 4 days a week. So you take 4 times 9, 36 working days. So yeah, we'll be happy to get that done. I want to make a few. I also found out that I can be able to make phone calls on my cell phone to the States by paying an extra $10 a month. Because I'm going to keep the one cell phone, the one that all my friends and family have that number. And it's the one I'll be able to deal with my bank. They got that number. Both my banks have that number. So for at first, I don't know how long I'm going to keep that phone for a while. Well, I don't know if I'll keep the phone. I might switch it to another phone. But yeah, that's it, Chuck. 9 weeks, man. But it's not relaxation until probably a little later in the month because I got to get this place. After I'm done working, I have to get rid of my furniture and get this place cleaned up. Then I'm done. So it's probably somewhere around the 17th, the middle of the month somewhere. Hopefully I'll have everything done. I'll turn my keys back in to the apartment complex. I'll cancel my electricity for it'll carry through the end of the month. But I'll cancel my electric bill. I'll also have to change my address and cancel my or put my change of address in, so my mail will no longer come here. But those things I can't do till just about the time I'm ready to leave. So yeah, yeah, that's right, Kevin. I got less working days. Only also, Kevin, I'm older than you. I'm quite a bit older than you. I don't know if you know how old I am. I'm 72 years old, and I've been getting my Social Security for a while, and it's going into one of my bank accounts. It's the one I don't plan on transferring the money out of into the other account. I plan on doing that transfer myself when I need it. I got so much money in my other bank account that I will use over there. I have USAA Federal Savings. By being former Navy, I'm allowed to use the USAA Federal Savings Bank, which they don't charge you international fees. There's also, they will reimburse so much money every month for using out of network ATMs. And my other bank doesn't charge you international fees, but they do charge you for the out of network. Yeah, like I said, I look younger. Most of the time I feel younger than what I am. My mother lived to be 99 years old. My oldest sister passed away last. My oldest sister and my second to the oldest sister both passed away last August. My one sister was 83, and no, she was 82. Excuse me, 82. And my other sister was 77. So still young to me. Like I said, our mother lived to be. She died last year at 99. I'm bringing I'm bringing some with me, Dad. I'm not going to bring as much as maybe some people think I should, but I'm bringing a sizable chunk of change. Uh, it's all in $100 bills. Uh, I mean, I may be going down to New York City sometime to see my friend's daughter in college and spend some time with my friend and her daughter. If I do that, if I got time, I'll see about doing some money exchange down there. That's where the forex is down in this area. So I might go down, change a couple hundred into pesos. So I won't. I have to do that somewhere else. I don't know yet. That will depend, like I said, upon uh, when if they're open when I go down there and how much time I have to stop by and do it. Uh, but we'll see. We'll see. Uh, if I have to, I'll change money at the airport. I do want to call the hotel that I'm going to be staying at and make sure that they do pick up, even though just because the ad says they do doesn't mean they'll pick up at the time I get there. So I'll double check on that. Uh, I tried to call them once before, but I found out I was dialing it wrong. Here in the States, if you want to make a long distance phone call, you dial 011, then the country's uh, area code, and then the phone number. Well, I just dialed one, then the 663, which is the Philippine country number, and then the phone number. And that doesn't work. So I tried dialing zero like the operator that we used to have. And I have been, Tim, every time I pick up money, I tell the teller, he goes through it, make sure there's no marks. It's the new style with the line through the bill, the blue line. So you got to have the new style, and it can't have any writing on it. It can't really be marked up. It can't really be, wadded up. It's got to be fairly crisp. I can't always get brand new ones, but I can get ones in good shape. Uh, they're not folded up. They're not got any markings on them. Uh, so yeah, it's hard to find brand new ones. Believe me, if I can find brand new ones, that's all I would get. And if I can exchange what I have for brand new ones later on, I will. I've been pulling this money out and putting it aside, so not affecting my bills that much. Uh, like I said, I'm trying to. I got to cut back on the money I'm giving away because I got less money coming in, and because of putting things away and starting to get really ready to go. Uh, so yeah, it's yeah, that's what I'm doing. Kevin, I'm doing the same thing. I won't say how much I have. I don't think that's anybody's real business but mine. But like I said, to me, it's a sizable chunk of change. Somebody else, it may be an enormous chunk of change, and somebody else it could be small potatoes. It all depends on your status in life. Uh, I would say for the typical uh, Filipino, I probably it's a super, real good sized chunk of change. Because because I have more money than a typical, I think, Filipino. I could be wrong. I think I'll have to look and see if I got it on. I could do that if nothing else. But right now it's in a. I got it in an old checkbook. I'll tell you what it's in. I don't mind doing that, and I don't carry it. The only time I carry that checkbook is when I'm going to get more money, so I can put it in the checkbook. And hey, ABCM, how you doing? So I can put it in the checkbook, so it doesn't get bent up. And I always have a pocket, not pants pocket, a coat pocket to put it in, so it's not getting bent up in the checkbook. I'll be taking 2 checkbooks with me, maybe 3. But yeah, I'll probably take 3 because each checking account has a checkbook, and then I'll take the one with the money. I'll have a very tight grip on the money. Believe me, it's not getting out of my sight. That one ain't. It will be with me, and like I said, you lose that's cash. It's gone. It's not like somebody rips off your credit card and you report it, and they'll reimburse you, which they do here. I mean, if you report it in a timely manner, they'll shut it off and send you a new credit card. But cash, once it's gone, it's gone. And so even while I'm there, that money will stay with me almost entirely, unless I have a place I can really lock it up and feel secure about it. And it will not be laying out where anybody can get to it at no time. Hey, Rhoda, how you doing? Shane, thanks for coming. If I've missed anybody, I'm sorry, but I want to thank you all for coming. But yeah, so right now that's what we're doing. We're squirreling away, the old saying, squirreling away the money. The reason why, for those that don't know the term, squirreling away, squirrels hide nuts and stuff for during the winter, but it's hard to find food. They squirrel away food. They hide it, so they're hiding it. So it's called squirreling away. And sometimes they forget where they hide it, and that can lead to acorn trees or walnut trees being grown because they buried it and they forgot about it, and eventually a tree starts growing. And all right, I don't plan on getting any pets when I first get there. I'm with it because you live in a house. You got a house that you built, Kevin. I'm going to be living in a condo or an apartment, whatever you want to call it. I probably will bring some chocolate, but I haven't bought that, and I won't bring a lot of it. You can only bring so much. So, hey, Tommy, how you doing, man? AC, how you doing? Pamela, thank you for coming. And that's what I said. The thing that I packed, the luggage I just packed today, and I did it. I just did it today, this afternoon. I finally pulled out the big luggage, and I got 3 different pieces of luggage. One's a carry-on, and 2 are check-ons, or check-throughs, or check luggage type luggage. And the bigger one I packed up today with the however you pronounce that word. I'm not going to try it right now. It's packed up with the heavier stuff that I'm taking. It's not all that I'm taking, but it's packed up with some of it. I told you guys I'm taking some refrigerator magnets, one for the state of New York and one for the state of Indiana. That's packed in there. Something else I'm taking, I won't be able to take enough for everybody because you're only allowed to take so much stuff of certain things for personal use, only so much weight. And so I may have enough to give to everybody, but I don't know. Hey, Monroe, thanks for coming. Charmaine, thanks for coming. And so I do have some stuff already packed away for that. Some of the other stuff, I'm still collecting it because it's going to take me a little while to get as much of it as I want because it's not in normal circulation. It's legal tender. I'm bringing they're not gold coins, but they look kind of like gold color. Uh, a dollar coins from the United States. I got close to what I want to get, but I don't have quite there. Uh, and I'll get some more stuff. But that's going to be the gist of it. Most of that's going to be most of what I take. Uh, I haven't decided on what else I'll take. I do know I'm taking these three things. The one thing I'm not saying, because I may not have enough for everybody, I may have to buy some more when I get there. I know I can buy it there as well, but it's more expensive than here. Uh, and like I said, the refrigerator mats, I got enough for give everybody one of each that I play. I think I have enough. I don't plan on meeting more people than what I got. Uh, and what I got in the other thing may be enough for everybody. I just don't know. It's a lot less than what I got in the others, when I'm getting in the others. Uh, so we're just still gathering stuff together. Uh, I If I could get enough of the centennial, the bicentennial, I mean, quarters, I would. I just don't know if I can get enough of those. I don't think I can. I'd love to get the 250 coins, but I don't know if they're even out yet. The quarters. If I could get those, I'd get those too and give them away. Uh, but like I said, I will have stuff. I will buy some candy. Yes, LV, I know Snickers. You don't have to tell me. All right, I know you want Snickers. Dosey, how you doing, Dosey? Uh, Tommy, I don't have a favorite lady. I'm not going. I'm leaving on the 18th, and I'm arriving on the 19th. It'll be in the morning when I leave here, the evening when there, and I will arrive in the evening there, which would be the morning here of the 19th. It's going to take me about 28 hours. Yeah, Tommy, Elvie's favorite is Snickers. I'll have to get her Snickers. Now, how much of that I can get, I don't know, because like I said, I am only allowed to take so much weight of any one kind of thing, which candy is going to be one thing, not each individual candy, but candy is going to be one thing, and I'm only allowed to take so much weight. So I will take some candy, but it won't go over that weight. And I know I have to get Snickers for Elvie. Then I'll get maybe some M&Ms or something else for everybody else. So I haven't decided what else I'll get, but it's going to go with me. And like I said, I'm not shipping anything over. I'm going to take it on the plane with me. Yeah, I'm leaving one day before you. I'll get there the day you leave. I'll be in Cebu City, and so yeah, it's I think I told you guys last week. Guy I'm working with. Well, we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to have the candy. Will probably be in my other check luggage. I'm taking two check luggages and one carry on. And right now, I think the candy will be in my check luggage. The other check luggage, I'll have to see. Yeah, LV. The only chocolate you like is Snickers, and that's right, Tommy. The Snickers is for her. The others, I have to decide what I want. Uh, do I get the miniature Reese's peanut butter cups? I don't want to get the packages that have two or three in them. I want something different. Uh, but like I said, it could be M&Ms, the individual packages. Uh, I have a right here. I bought this. This is it weighs, you can pick it up and it shows you how much something weighs. It's made to, you hook this onto your luggage or whatever you want to weigh. Then you lift it up, and right here it reads out what it weighs. Because your luggage can't weigh over 50 pounds counting the luggage. And if it does, then you got to open it up and take stuff out. So I don't want to try to take something that I have to throw away. And you're only allowed to have so much weight of the candy. Let's take the candy. You can only have so much weight of that for personal use. You can't take more than that on the flight. So I'll weigh it separately. Then I'll put it into the luggage, and I'll weigh the luggage all together, which is what I did with the one I already got packed. So I know the stuff that I'm taking in there, none of it's overweight, and the the luggage itself is not overweight. The luggage is close, so I may take something out of that and put something else in there that's lighter. And I'd rather be safe than sorry, so I'm looking at doing that later. So yeah, you gotta, like I said, you gotta plan. And like I said, I'm packing up stuff that I don't need. Can't really pack up my clothes, but I may do that. There's something else I want to take. I want to take some equipment for my CPAP. Now that's real light. That stuff's real light. So I'm not worried about that being overweight. I may weigh it to see how much it weighs total so I can decide what I can take. I know I can take the candy with it. I could probably put some other clothes in there and that kind of stuff. But I'm trying to decide. Hey, Crystal, thanks for coming. I just spotted you. Hey, Benny, how you doing? But I do want to take a couple cups, mugs. Some of those behind me, the ones hanging. If you can see the ones hanging, some of those are the ones I want to take. The stuff up there on top that's sitting on, upside down, I won't take any of those. But there's a few that are hanging there that I want to take. One, I'm an Indianapolis Colts fan. I'd like to take my Colts mug. I got one that says, I got the vocabulary of a well-educated sailor. It's a light blue one. There on the bottom, beside the cracker box there. That's that one. I'd like to take it. And there's a couple others. But those two I'd really like to take. There's another one that's got my name on it. Oh, yeah. Anything over 3, I'm not taking. That's all I'm taking, Tommy. That's it. The one carry-on, the 2 luggage that'll be checked. The 2 checked luggages. That's it. And I think you can go up to 50 pounds, Tommy. I'll check, but I believe it's 50. If it's 40, I'll have to readjust some things. I can do that and get it to 40. That's not a problem. But so we'll get that done. But I do believe it's 50 pounds. I'll check again. Yeah, it's usually 50 pounds. And the one I got is almost 49. So I'll probably take something out of it just in case that thing's not accurate. And that's 50 pounds, Tommy, counting the weight of your luggage, from my understanding. Your luggage counts. And so my luggage is just under 50 pounds packed. And so I'll probably take another. Well, I'm trying to decide to stay where I'm at or take one thing out just to lower the weight a little bit and then put that in something else maybe, or just not take it. But if I don't take it, I can give it to somebody else. And so, yeah. I'll have a luggage that's less. I will have luggage that's less. So, like I said, I may go ahead and try to take it. Because, like I said, it is under by my scale. And like I said, if they say no, I know one thing I can take out and that'll take care of it because my skull can't be that far off. Uh, but like I said, I may take one thing out of that, put it in something else, and put something else in there. Yeah, that's right, Jerry. 50 pounds gross weight, luggage and contents. And yeah, but see, yeah, Chuck, if I was only going for 3 or 4 weeks, uh, being that my ticket includes one check luggage without having to upgrade it and a carry on, I would probably take, I don't know if I'd take the check luggage or the carry on, just because I would want a little bit more. But I've traveled before, so I'd probably just take the carry on, just pack it full of clothes, you know, because I can take my CPAP without it counting as a carry on. I'm allowed to take it as well. So, hey, Shell, how you doing? Thanks for coming. But yeah, so we're I'll have to decide what I want to do. I got some stickers I can put on my luggage. Uh, all my luggage is the same color. I got the thanks for uh, the marks it that'll have my name on it. It's got the TSA approved lock system. There is no zipper, so you can't pry the zipper open. It's strictly a lock system, no zipper. So it's a lot harder to break into. Uh, Now, if you happen to have the TSA key, then you can get into it. And yeah, I would be more apt to put a ribbon or something on mine. Uh, Maybe a sticker if I could get one with my face. Put it on both sides of the luggage. I think that would discourage people. Not because I'm scary looking, but they won't look anything like me. But I think I'll take my chances. Uh, Now, Shell, in case you don't know, Love South Texas is Jerry. Uh, he's on his Ninja account. Uh, but so that's who that is. That's Jerry, in case you don't know. Folks, give me a moment. My nose is wanting to run for some reason. So I'm going to mute my cat and I'm going to step away for a minute. Sorry about that, but it was starting to run, and I didn't want it running down my nose towards my mouth. Uh, uh, I got plenty of water still, but anyway, so yeah, it's only 36 more working days. That sounds so much better than 100 days to take off. Although there's not a big difference because of that. Hey, Hannah, thanks for coming. And so, yeah, we're, well, it's his Ninja channel, Elvie. I'll let him explain it if he wants. He did it earlier. But, so yeah, it's, he did say his work schedule is going to be changing here real soon. He's going to have to start working Wednesdays. Instead of having Wednesdays off, he'll have Friday and Sundays off. I don't know about Jerry. I would have rather had Sunday and Monday, but that's me. But he didn't get to pick his days. I actually like having a day off during the week because during the week, that's when you make all your doctors and your dental appointments and all that good stuff, not have to take time off from work. And so I happen to have Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays. I make all my appointments for Mondays. Unless they have a Saturday appointment, then I do it for Saturday. And so I'm always happy to get that done. But so yeah, pretty soon I'm going to have to go buy start preparing my tax returns. So I know how much I either owe or how much is owed to me. Well, Tommy, you're probably the only one that wanted to hear me blow my nose. But yeah, it's tax season, people, for here in the States. Megan, how you doing? Thanks for coming. But so yeah, we're looking forward to getting all this done and over with. Uh, no, I haven't. I'll have to get. The VA doesn't offer that, so I have to go through the state Department of Health to get those things. So I happen to work at a division of the Department of Health, and I'll talk to these people. They're not the ones that give the shots. They exactly what they do, I don't know, but they do work for that group as a division, and I'll check with them to who I need to call and get those things set up. Uh, so we'll get that taken care of before I go. Some of this stuff I found out that it's not a shot that's taken care of for life. It's stuff that you either got to get a shot or a pill every month, like malaria. There's not a shot that keeps you from getting it. It's a pill that you take that keeps you from getting it. You got to take it every month. I think the same thing with typhoid. I'm not sure. I will find out. Yeah, I agree with Monroe, and that does suck, Jerry. Uh, Sometimes people can't take a hit, and sometimes they just expect you to keep you help them out once or twice, and they just want you to keep doing it. I don't mind helping people out when I have the money, but I don't always have the money. Like I said, the closer I get to retiring, the less money I really have to give away because I gotta save the money up so I can go over and start living my life. Because once I quit working, I lose over half my income. I lose almost 2/3 of my income once I quit working because that income will no longer be coming in. So I'm gonna lose a real sizable chunk of change in just about 10 weeks because I get paid the week after. So about 10, 11 weeks, the biggest chunk of my change will quit coming in, and yeah, I get more. Yeah, my take home is larger from work than it is from my Social Security, and so like I said, I will lose that money once I quit working, and that's why once I decided to go to the Philippines, the reason why I decided I could retire was because it's a lot less expensive to live in the Philippines. I could not live here and not work. I'd have to work the rest of my life. And for a long time, I thought that's what I was going to have to do. And then I started finding YouTube channels and following the Philippines and Thailand and a few other places. And slowly, I got it down to just Thailand and the Philippines. And then I just went ahead and did away with Thailand. And I just started following Philippines only. I'll have to get a tetanus shot, and I could probably get that through the VA. But I don't think there's a typhoid vaccine. I think it's a pill that you have to take every month. It doesn't keep it will if you get it, it will keep you from getting it, but it will not. It doesn't cure it, and it's only good for my understanding. It's only good for a month, if I remember right. The typhoid. So, the same thing with malaria, if I remember right. They're not prevented. They don't prevent you from ever getting it unless you take it every month. And so they say it's the best to take it because even with the mosquito net, what happens when you pull the net down if the mosquito's already in there with you, or how about you have one that's got a slight rip and you don't know it and they get in. So I will, if I'm going to be in an area with mosquitoes, I will be taking any medication I need to keep from getting those things. There's not one that's good for dengue unless you're, I think they want you under 60 or maybe 50 to take the dengue. All right, so you say there is a typhoid shot. All right, I'll get that then. They have a shot that's good for 2 years. Not a problem. I'll take it. Malaria has pills, yes. I know the malaria does. Maybe it's not typhoid. Maybe it's tuberculosis that has a pill. That might be it, tuberculosis. No, not tuberculosis. Tuberculosis. Hepatitis has shots. There is no shot for hepatitis C. But I'm immune to hepatitis A, and I've had the hepatitis B shot. So I'm good there. And I got the hepatitis B shot last year sometime. I can't remember exactly when. I did get it. All right, Tim, I'll check that message out here in just a little bit. I'm not sure which channel you sent it to, my not YouTube channel, listen to me, my Facebook page you sent it to. I got more than one. All right, Tommy, you have a good one, man. Get some sleep. I happen to stay up late on Saturdays compared to the rest of the week. One of the reasons is I sleep in on Saturday mornings later than I do during the rest of the week. Sometimes on Sunday too. Hey, Michelle, how you doing? Michelle, Life Crazy Kid, how you doing, man? Welcome, Crazy. I don't know about Mr. Excitement, but man, I'm getting excited. Like I said, 36 more working days, guys, and then I retire. 36 days. And it counts down for a week. So next weekend will be 32. I got 9 more working weeks. I got another 10 to 11 weeks, about 11 weeks of pay to come. Because you get paid the week after, plus I'm taking vacation. Okay. Like I said, I'm using both my accounts right now for this chat. I'll check it when we get off, and I'll answer your question, whatever that one is. Thank you, Michelle. Like I said, I'll be there. I'll be in Mactan, Cebu. I'll be staying in Lapu-Lapu the first 2 days. I'll get there on the 19th, and then I'll be in Cebu City. I believe it's the 21st. And but I want the first 2 days just to relax after. It's a 28-hour flight counting layovers. Just a hair over, like 28 hours and 5 minutes. So I'll get there just a little after 10 o'clock at night because I'm leaving at 6 o'clock in the morning. So it'd be a little after 10 o'clock in the morning if we were the same time, but we'll be 12 hours difference. So I am definitely looking forward to it. But like I said, right now I'm more excited about my retirement. A couple of reasons is: one, I can't move to the Philippines till I retire, and two, actually 3 reasons. 2, it comes first, and 3, I've been looking forward to retirement a lot longer than moving to the Philippines, because I did think about maybe moving back to Indiana. There's some areas there that are more affordable than here in New York. But even then, I thought, well, maybe I'd have to work 1 or 2 days a week. Maybe I'd be able to get by without working. Uh, but it was still going to be in the cold. Not as much snow and stuff, but still the cold and ice and snow, and I hate that stuff. Thank you, Michelle. I am looking forward to it. I'd have to go out and buy one, so maybe I will. I don't know. Get one of the little pony celebration caps. I'll have to look into that. Maybe I will do that. I wasn't thinking about doing that, but maybe I will. Sounds like fun to me. Uh, but yeah, like I said, man, I am so ready for it. Uh, I also looked at maybe moving down to Florida or Texas in some of the lower uh, uh, income areas or lower cost of living areas. Let's put it that way. And they both have it, but I'm not so sure I'd want to live in those areas because I want, like I said, at my age, I want a good hospital. A lot of those areas don't have good hospitals. Uh, yeah, there's a lot of things to do with the drop of a hat, buddy. Some good, some not. I knew guys would fight at the drop of the hat and they'd drop the damn hat. That wasn't a good thing. Uh, so yeah, let's it is definitely something I'm looking forward to, and I look forward to meeting Michelle and well, I'm going to meet Michelle. I'm going to meet probably Anna May and LV and uh, ABCM and Mertz and some of the others. Like I don't know where uh, Charmaine and some of them live, and if they live close enough for me to go see, I will go see them. And I do have stuff to give away to people. Uh, like I said, I want to meet Crystal and her family. I will definitely go see them. Probably when I go see Tim, I'll probably go visit Tim, then go up and see them. But it'll be a couple of months after I get there, probably. Won't be right away. There you go. And it doesn't hurt to have some content on your uh, uh, in Ninja channel. I have some very little, but I have some of my Ninja channel. And hey, Mertz. And like I said, I will be meeting up. Mertz, I believe, lives in the Cebu area, if I remember right. So we'll be meeting up with Mertz and her family, Michelle and her family. If there's anybody else in that area, we'll try to meet up with them as well. Uh, like I said, now when I meet up with people, like Michelle, she can bring a couple, one or two friends, and that'll be it because I can't afford to be buying big meals for everybody. Uh, Now, Mertz could bring her family. I don't know how many people's in her family. I'm talking about her husband or her kids. They're more than welcome to come. Uh, where we meet at, I'll we might go for pizza or we might go to Jollibee's. I just don't know. A lot of it's going to depend on what you guys want to do. Uh, so, but like I said, I got to watch what. Yeah, Mertz. I got 100 days till I take off. 101 days till I land. I won't be seeing anybody for about 103 days or so because I don't plan on doing anything the first couple of days there. That may change. Depends on how well rested I am. I got 36 working days. That's what makes me happy right now. That's my next goal. Quit working, retire. That's 36 working days. That's 9 weeks. So I'm looking forward to that. And that's you're more than welcome, Mertz. All right. I can understand. I think I understand what you're talking about there, Jerry. Uh, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about there. Yeah, Jollibee's always a winner, but so is pizza. You know, I think either one of those two is good winners. Actually, this is the first Saturday I haven't had a pizza in quite some time, folks. I didn't order one today. We'll order one tomorrow. Like I said, I got to start cutting back on the money I'm spending so I can start saving more money and build up my core savings. Now I have enough money in the one account that I'm going to be using over in the Philippines that I can go 2 to 3 months without getting any money from my other account, and then I'll have enough money on the uh, that I can start getting this done, if not get that done. So we're in decent shape that way. Uh, and I haven't sold my car yet. I expect to get a nice boost to my core savings when I sell my car. I don't know how much I'll get. It won't be. I don't think I'll get a lot for my furniture, but that's all right. Oh, I like the spicy chicken joy. Michelle, you and I think a lot alike. I love chocolate, hot fudge sundaes. But if I was going to get the sundae, you guys got a Dairy Queen, I believe. I love their ice cream. First ice cream store I can remember ever going to when I was knee high to a grasshopper, which means I was very young, about as young as I can remember, was a Dairy Queen. Uh, uh, and there was my dad was a truck driver cross country, and he drove for an individual, and who, in other words, they owned the truck. He was a driver, so any work needed done on the truck, he'd take it into the guy's business, and they would repair the truck, change the oil, the spark plugs. They did all the work on the truck. He just drove. He just drove. Hard job driving cross country, but that's what he did. He didn't have to worry about the upkeep. They had to worry about because they owned it, and they paid him, and they'd get the jobs for him. And right across the street, well, Canna Corner, real close to where his boss's shop was at, was a Dairy Queen. And I used to be able to go over there as a young kid, and my dad would give me the money to go over and buy an ice cream cone. And so that's one of my earliest memories of ice cream. Tell you the truth, my dad gave me a quarter, and quarter was the large. You could get the largest ice cream cone they had. He thought I would get a small one, but I got a quarter. I got the large one. When I went back across the street eating it, he goes, "You better hurry up and eat that before the others get here, because I don't want to have to buy everybody ice cream." So I ate it pretty quick. I think he helped me, but that was the last time he gave me a quarter to buy ice cream. Like I said, I'm about 4, maybe 5 years old. Like I said, knee high to a grasshopper. That means I was short and young. And it's an old saying. I don't know how many of you know it. But so yeah, that was I've loved Dairy Queen ice cream ever since. Tasty Freeze was pretty good as well. Uh, Tasty Freeze had a swirl type ice cream. Yeah, but so like I said, what we'll do is uh, I'll have to get a hold of you guys somehow, and I'm taking my one cell phone number with me, but you guys don't have that, and you'd have to call long distance, I think, to get it. Uh, so once I get there, I'll get a SIM card, maybe two for Globe and Smart, one for each, and be able to text you guys that way. We'll get that set up somehow. I'll also have to get a Gcash so I can put money into that when I need to. I won't do it all the time. I don't want to leave a lot of money in there. I'll also have to get a Grab app Grab app. And but yeah, so a lot of that stuff though I can't do till I get there. I'm only taking the one phone number with me because, like I said, I don't need the one number I have only because I wanted a smaller phone for my YouTube channel to fit in some equipment I had to fit the equipment better. And it only cost me like $10 or $15 to have the phone over what my having just one phone. I got two phones for about $15 more. That was it. And so that's what I did. Uh, it's a smaller phone. That's the one I may take with me. I haven't decided which one I'm taking with me. The bigger phone or the smaller one, I haven't decided. I'm leaning towards the smaller one. And then I'll take another phone that's got dual SIMs. Does anybody know if 4K still works in the Philippines? The ones I got are not. The older ones I got are not 5K. I think they're 4K. So I'm thinking about taking those. I got a 5K one. I don't like it. I'm going to send it back to Amazon. I'm not going to keep it. I was going to try to transfer one of my phone numbers over to it, and I couldn't get it to transfer over. And so now, what's Joyride? Is that another Grab, or is that like a motorcycle one, or is that something different? Is it a direct competitor? All right. Well, I will eventually get a certified, I guess, Filipino ID because I will eventually transfer my driver's license over. I think I won't do it in the first few months. I don't believe because I don't plan on renting a bike or car or anything like that. As long as I'm in Cebu, I don't think I'll do any driving or riding. But like I said, I'm not sure that I'll stay actually in Cebu. There's a lot of places I like to check out. Clark, Angeles area would be a nice place to check out. Iloilo, Dumaguete, Valencia area, Davao City. All right, Jerry, thanks. But so yeah, like I said, it's just right now Cebu City is going to be my home base. And like I said, I may love it there. Decide that's where I want to live. Okay, well, if like I said, I don't plan on setting up a bank account right away. I may do it later. I don't know. I don't want to set up a bank account till I know where I'm living, because my understanding is sometimes if you have trouble, you got to go to the bank, the branch that you signed up with. So let's say I decide to get a bank account while I'm in Cebu, and then I decide, well, I don't want to live in Cebu. I want to live in Davao or Iloilo. My understanding is I may have to go back to Cebu to take care of stuff. And I really don't want to be doing that if I don't have to. All right. But if anybody knows if 4Gs are good still in the Philippines, let me know. Because if they are, that's what I'll take. Otherwise, I'll have to buy a new phone when I get there. We got Crazy Kid coming up. Hey, Crazy, how you doing, man?
Oh, not too bad. How are you doing, my friend? Congratulations.
Not too bad. Like I said, 36 more working days.
Yep. Yeah. Hey, I remember when my dad was doing the countdown. I tell you, he was getting excited. He was Mr. Excitement for the longest time.
Well, like I said, I didn't really start counting it down until I got to 40. And I figured out how many days I had left to go. And as soon as I realized it was only 40 working days, which is 10 weeks at that time,
yeah,
that's when I started getting excited.
Oh, yeah. Well, when you start laying down plans, like my dad, when he retired, he was like, well, I want to do this, this, and this. And the closer he got, the more excited he got about doing up his like getting his retirement completely set up.
Oh yeah, well, everything of mine is set up. My Social Security is going into one bank account. I have a Bank America account. It's going into it, and I'm going to leave it going into there.
Yeah.
All right. My work checks go into that same account. So right now, once I get out, quit done buying things, which I'm pretty sure I got pretty much bought everything I want to buy.
Yeah.
I've already paid for my plane tickets. Already paid for the 10 days of hotels that I'm staying.
Yeah.
Those things are already taken care of. So what I'm doing now is I got to start. Well, there are going to be monthly bills. You still got to pay, and it all comes out of that account. My rent's going up next month, $400 a month.
It's hitting an additional $400.
There will be an extra $400 next month.
Whoa!
It was going to be $300 if I signed a year lease. It was going to go up $300 if I signed a year lease, and I'm not signing a year lease.
No,
I'm going to do. So I'm doing 2 months. It's going to be a $400 next month, and another $100 or so the month after.
Yeah.
So that's why it's only going to be 2 months. It's like it's going to go up $100 or more each month.
Yeah.
And so we're going to be done in April. It's got to be done. I'm just not going to. If I'm not working, which April, I'll have enough money coming in from work to pay for that rent.
Yeah.
All right. Now, I'm a lousy housekeeper. I am a slob. I'll be.
Don't let this background fool you.
Was that a green screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, mine's not. That's my place. But I don't let you see the worst of it. But anyway, like I said, no, it's I'll pay somebody to come in after everything's out of here.
Yeah.
And have them clean it up. Then I'll take my keys down.
Put the polishing touches on it.
Yeah, they'll clean everything. I'll take my keys down, turn my keys in.
Yeah.
Before I do that, I'll go down and have my mail transferred somewhere else. I'm leaning towards my nephew's place here in New York State. He lives up between Buffalo and Rochester.
Yeah.
And or between Rochester and Buffalo. It's going from here, you hit Rochester first. Or my sister's back in Indiana.
Yeah.
But I'm leaning towards my nephew. And I'll get my new driver's license and have it sent to his place when I go visit my sister and them. See, down in Indiana, I can go and get my new license and walk out with it unless they change the rules.
Yeah.
You go in, you take your license test and all that good happy stuff. They take your picture, and before you walk out, you're given your brand new license. They don't mail it to you, you get it. New York, they got to mail it to you, and it takes about 2 weeks.
Yeah. See, here where I live, you go to get your driver's license, it could take a month, it could take a month and a half. Like it's just random how they decide how they're going to do it.
Well, they say it averages 2 weeks or less, about 10 days to 2 weeks. And so I'll probably just do that. Hang on, I'll read some. Tim says, Jerry, it took over 3 days and 6 hours each day to get my Gcash set up. And I can get 5G in some areas. So it sounds like 4G also in other areas. So I'll take one of my 4G phones. I have 2 of them. And I don't use either one because they weren't compatible with my carriers.
Yeah. See, me, if I had the money to go to the Philippines, I could just put a carrier on my phone with the same number that I could use over in the Philippines.
Well, yeah, I can too. I'm taking my one phone and I'm going to use that number. Yeah. My main phone here, I'm going to use. It'll cost me an extra $10 a month, and I can use it and to make calls back to the States.
Yeah, with some heavy long distance charges.
The $10 a month takes care of that.
Oh yeah, right on.
Yeah. That's why I say it costs you an extra 10, but you can, now if I want to call the Philippines right now, I have to use the 011 and then the country number, which is 63, then the phone number. And I can do that,
Yeah.
but that's an extra charge. It's not covered for long distance. They charge you extra for that.
Yeah, you got a smartphone?
Yeah.
Yeah, download Telegram, and you can get those calls in for free.
Well, right now, I want my phone number. I want to keep it because when you call
Telegram's
your
just an
bank,
app. Telegram's an app.
Yeah.
You download it onto your smartphone, and then you use that and you can literally, I can literally call, like Tim in whatever part of the Philippines he's in. I could call him, and he could call me on that app, and it don't cost a damn dime.
Hey, Tina Marie, thank you for coming. Yeah, Tim, I know you don't have a driver's license anymore. You have a driver. You pay somebody to drive you around.
And that's what I would have to do too.
And he may have a Filipino driver's license, but he doesn't have a U.S. driver's license anymore. But what I'm saying is I'll probably have to change my address. So I may have to change my driver's license just so it's a legal driver's license. Because if I change my billing address, after so long, your license is no longer good because it's the wrong address.
Yeah.
And so I want to, that's why I'm going to change it.
Yeah, it changes to wherever you're sending your mail.
Yeah. Well, I may get a, what they call a virtual mailbox.
Yeah.
And have my mail sent to there, but I got to have an address to have it sent to the forward to there.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm thinking about setting up. Something cheap. The cheapest thing they got, which is like 10 or $15 a month. And then if you need something mailed to you, you pay a little extra.
Yeah.
I'm not going to need something mailed to me every month. I doubt if I need it every other month. It's more of a precautionary. And a lot of the stuff, they'll just fax it to you.
Yeah.
They open it up, fax it. And then if you need it sent to you, you tell them and you pay extra.
Yeah. You see, with Telegram, you can actually have a video call with another person on the other side of the planet. And you can sit there and shoot the breeze all you want on the video call, and say you're in Cebu and your nephew received a package that he's like, this looks kind of important, Uncle Larry, and then he can actually just show you with the phone what the package looks like. You can say, okay, send it to me, I'll send you the money.
Well, like I said, that's something I got to look into.
Yeah.
Hey, Christina, thank you for coming.
Look up Telegram on your smartphone in the Google Play.
A lot of times you can do that with WhatsApp.
Yeah.
And
but
Messenger.
Telegram's a whole lot easier. Let me see here. Like it kind of works like oh shit. See if I can.
There you go. Yeah, but what I'm saying is though, with Facebook Messenger, you can do that as well.
Yeah, it kind of works like that. But this one here, like I found, like it's a free download. And I've actually video called a friend of mine in South Africa.
Yeah. Well, like I said, most of my family has Facebook, so I'll probably just do Facebook Messenger.
Yeah.
Because it's just one less thing to put on your phone, which takes up more of your space,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I understand.
And
just telling you about the options.
Oh, yeah. Well, like I said, I do want the grab option, which is for instead of taking taxis, you take a grab and you know what you're paying up front.
Yeah.
And they come get you and you pay, you but you got to have a way to transfer the money to it.
Yeah.
But I know I can transfer money by PayPal. I've done that.
Yeah.
And I can one of the reasons why I want my phone number is I will transfer money from my Bank of America into my USAA Federal Savings Bank every so often. The first couple of months, probably not at all. Although that may be wrong. I might do it the second month. I won't the first month. Won't need it.
Yeah.
But this way, if the bank calls, say, "Hey, this doesn't look right," they have this number on their account, my account, they know my phone number. So when I call them, they'll know I'm calling from my own phone. I may do that as well, Jerry. Jerry said he's paid cash when he's used Grab or Joyride. But
that's an interesting name for a travel service. Joyride. Usually, when you go for a joyride,
yeah, but you got to remember that's
here in the side of the law.
That's here in the Western country.
Yeah,
it may not be the same thing in the Philippines.
Yeah, but here we understand joyride being on the other side of the law.
But it's like the way you pronounce names. You take Dan. I don't know if Dan's still here or not, but he lives in Bye City. Spelled Bay.
Yeah,
the way we would pronounce Bay.
Yeah,
but in the Philippines, it's pronounced Bye.
Oh, so in other words, they don't want you to visit the city?
Yeah, no.
Where are you going? Bye. Well, I don't want to go there now.
But that's the way they pronounce it.
Yeah.
And so it's like it probably has something to do with all the Spanish influence they had for all those years before we got there. They, right or wrong, they were ruled by the Spanish, which was wrong. They were ruled by the Spanish for 300 years.
Yeah, you cannot erase history, so just accept it.
But it just, but like I said, you remember, it's not our English.
No. Even the English between the United States and
Canada. We go to England. We don't speak the same English. You go to Australia, we don't speak the same English.
You guys don't even speak the same English as Canada.
No.
Like we all have our different little slangs.
We don't speak the same English in the United States.
Yeah, as each other.
Go to the South compared to the North or the Midwest or the West.
Oh yeah. Oh, the thing about it is, I went to Florida with a buddy of mine.
Yeah. Now Jerry says Dumagetti is also pronounced differently from the expats and the locals.
Yep.
And Lady E pronounced it correctly. Well, Lady E happens to be a local, Jerry. Come on.
Yeah.
She may not live in Dumagetti, but she is Filipina.
Yeah. But I drove down to Florida with a buddy of mine back in 1999, and we stopped off in near Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
Okay. Like it was literally just, like we were just peeking into Georgia from, I think it's Kentucky ahead of it, or Tennessee.
Yeah.
But we're on our way down to Florida. And we stopped off at this Waffle House. And this lady that was the head waitress at this Waffle House.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I loved her. She was a peach. She was, and I've got nothing against this lady, her appearance or nothing like that. But she was a very large African-American woman. And she had the personality of the person that you want to meet. She just put you in that good of a mood.
Well, the Southerners are a little slower, and I don't mean slower in thought. Just they move, they're a little probably closer to the Philippines. A little not as rushed.
Yeah, they're slower paced.
Yeah, it's a slower pace of life.
She put me and my buddy into a great mood. And she goes, "Y'all from Canada?" And I was like, "Yep." You probably saw that by the Ontario plate on our car. And she's like, "Well, yeah, I kind of saw that." And then she was like, "Y'all tried grits?" We haven't even looked at the menu yet, and she's already freaking trying to decide our order. But the way she was talking and the way she was calling it sweetheart and honey dumpling and all this other stuff, it was like, man, I want to stay here for the week.
Yeah. Oh, it's like I said. I got relatives in Texas.
Yeah.
I got relatives in Arkansas. I got relatives in California. I got relatives in Las Vegas area. I got relatives all over this country.
Yeah.
But and depends on how young they were when they went there. Like all my relatives in Texas and Arkansas were born in that area. But
Yeah.
my uncle moved to California. My cousin went in the Navy and retired in California.
Yeah.
So they were older. And same thing with the ones in Vegas. They were older.
Yeah.
But the ones up in Minnesota, Wisconsin area, the kids were born up in that area.
Yeah.
My dad's brother moved up there, but his kids
Yeah.
were born up there. So, there's a different background there. I got cousins in southern Indiana, down by Kentucky. They speak a little different than I do, and the southern dialect bleeds over into Indiana.
Yep.
All right, it dies out around not too far from where I'm from.
Yeah.
But I've had people say, "Oh, you're from the South." Don't tell somebody from the South I'm from the South. They'll tell you you're nuts.
Yeah.
Because they can tell I'm not from the South. But I have certain expressions that are Southern.
Yeah. And you also have some certain expressions that are Northern.
Yeah. Well, in my state of Indiana, my home state, almost the whole state, we don't say wash, we say wash.
Yeah, worse.
Gonna wash my clothes.
Yeah. And out east in Canada, in like Nova Scotia, Newfoundland, especially in Newfoundland, and Prince Edward Island, they say worse.
Yeah, I don't know where it comes from, but that's pretty much a
I don't know how the R got in there, but
it's in there. Going to do my wash. Got a washing machine. I had to make fun of the word to get the R out when I moved out here because everybody said, well, "What are you doing? What?" They didn't understand what I was saying.
Who, what, where, when, why, and how.
And so I made fun of the word to get rid of it.
Yeah.
And so I finally say wash and washing machine, but it took forever to get rid of that R.
Oh yeah, it takes time to assimilate into a culture.
Well, I still don't sound like a New Yorker. Okay.
No, I don't hear none of that. You're gonna go to, or how do you say that?
Third.
What's that?
33rd and 3rd.
Yeah, third.
That's New York City area.
Yeah.
But yeah, they don't talk the same way as I'm in what they consider
the burbs.
upstate, I think.
The upstate burbs?
Yeah. I'm in upstate. Western New York is Buffalo, Rochester area.
Yeah.
But I'm in what they consider upstate. But upstate is not it's different than New York City, believe me.
Yeah. Yeah, when we were down there in Atlanta at that Waffle House, she asked us about the loony, and I said, I got something even better than that, and I showed her a toonie.
A toonie?
A toonie.
Yeah,
it's a $2 coin.
Yeah, I know, the toonie. Remember, I lived up in Rochester, Buffalo area. I went up to Canada quite a bit.
Yeah.
We used to go up to Niagara Falls a lot.
Yeah, the toonie.
Yeah, I used to have the toonie and the loony both.
Yep. But she wanted to see loonies. She wanted to see if we had any loonies. And we brought a bunch of them just for tips. Yeah. Just to screw with the waitresses. They just give them something different. Where's the chocolate in this, So she was like, "Oh, I'm going to give this to one of my grandchildren." Well, how many grandchildren you got? She got 7. So I was like, I looked at my buddy and kind of nodded at him. Our bill came up to like $15. We gave her like $17 as a tip in Canadian currency, just so that she could give one of the loonies to each one of her grandchildren.
Yeah.
And her children.
Yeah.
And she was a peach. And out of all the things that happened in that that trip, I will always remember that trip to the Waffle House.
Yeah. But
We ended up giving her a great big hug after the meal. Thank you very much. I'm never going to forget this. That was back in 1999. That was 27 years ago.
Yeah. Well, 99 is the year I went to China.
Ooh.
It was in August of 99. I went to China and went for 3 weeks. And I had a blast. And I talking about change. I was at one of the tourist sites, and one of the kids, one of the young ladies working at one of the booths, asked me if I had any change that she could have. So I just reached in and pulled all my change out. She chased me down and gave me all the Chinese change back. All she wanted was the American change.
Because it's worth more.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it was worth more, but it was what she wanted, so she could say she had it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keepsake.
Yeah, keepsake. Oh, look what this American guy gave me. Look at all this change,
Yeah, but I tell you that part of that trip that we had back in '99, it was in November '99. I was like, dude, we got to stop in here on the way back. We just couldn't. We were just, let's get home. I'm beat.
Well, like I said, I went in August, one of the hottest months, and I stayed at least 21 days in China.
Yeah.
I took 3 weeks vacation plus my 3 paid days off. So some of that was spent traveling. But I would not go back to China again, not because I didn't like it, because I did. But unless they changed the rules again, when I went, I just applied for a visa. You had 3 months to go after was approved. All right, to go in. And you could go in by yourself and travel around by yourself.
Yep.
But they changed it to where you had to either be sponsored by somebody that lived in China, or you had to be on a guided tour. And I hate guided tours.
Yeah.
I absolutely hate them. The only way I'd take a guided tour is if I was taking a cruise on a ship.
Yeah. Let the pilot or let the captain show you where you're going.
No, even on the your port of calls are decided, but when you get to where you're going, each port, you can decide whether or not you want to go on a tour or you can go do what you want.
Yeah.
You
guys go for the walk. I'll go to the bar.
Or you guys go to the bar and I'm going to go snorkeling.
Yeah.
You guys go for the hike up in the mountain to go see that deserted ruins.
Yeah.
I'm going to go snorkeling,
Yeah.
Or I'm going to go shopping, or I'm going to stay on the ship because there isn't really anything I want to do here. I'll stay on the ship, get drunk, and pass out.
Yeah.
It's you got that choice. Yeah. But if you're on a guided tour in another country, you don't. You go when they go. You stay as long as they stay. It's just not for me.
No, I like the idea of being able to say, well, I don't want to go there. I'd rather go there.
Yeah. The only way I'd go on a
guided tour there, okay, I'm going to go there by myself then.
Like I said, the only way I'd go on a guided tour is I sign up the tour for that tour because they're going where I want to go and they're setting everything up that I want to do.
Yeah.
All right. Let's say I'm in Cebu City. I want to go see the whale sharks. All right. I sign up for a guided tour to see the whale sharks. They decide when I leave. We go there. We go diving with the whale sharks, and then we come back. They take care of all that. I would do that. But to go spend a whole... All right, Jerry, you take care, man.
And take it easy, Jerry.
Tina Marie, I've never taken a cruise for fun. All my ocean voyages was done with the Navy. So I've been to Hawaii. I've been to Japan. I've been to the Philippines. I've been to Okinawa, which is part of Japan, but a separate island. I've been to Taiwan and some of these, Hong Kong, which was under the British rule then, and some of these places, most of these places more than once.
Yeah.
But
my yes, sir tours.
Yeah, yes, sir tours. But now my mother, for her 70th birthday, we bought her a Caribbean cruise. Oh, I just moved to New York, so I didn't really have didn't think it'd be right to start a job. Say, hey, I need a couple of weeks off to go on a cruise. I just started working. Now I was with the same company I was with in Indiana, but I just didn't think it would be right. But my three sisters and my I can't remember if my younger sister went or not, but three of my sisters. I don't think my younger sister went. My three older sisters all went, and my oldest sister, her husband, went with her, and then my mom stayed with my second to the oldest sister, and then my brother-in-law's aunt would always go with them, and her and my third to the oldest sister shared a room, and they went on a Caribbean cruise. I don't know where all they went, but us kids bought that for my mom's 70th birthday.
Yeah.
For her 80th birthday, we got her a hot air balloon ride.
Ooh.
She always wanted to go on a hot air balloon.
Hey, cross it off the bucket list. You know?
So we got her a hot air balloon ride for her 80th birthday. And by her 90th, she was no longer energetic enough to do stuff like that.
No longer wanting to do anything exciting.
Well, she was age was starting to catch up with her.
Yeah.
At 90. Like I said, she lived to be 99. Now, for her 90th birthday, we threw a surprise birthday party. And I was there for that. And she didn't expect me to be there. I hid. I came out and put my arm around her and say, hey, Mom. But
hey, Mom, glad you made it.
Yeah. But so, yeah, we did all those kind of things for my mom. And I don't remember what we did for her 60th. I'm sure we did something. I just don't remember.
Yeah, my mom's 50th birthday. We threw a party for her. I did most of the work, but we threw a party for her, a surprise party. She was just downstairs reading the paper. All of a sudden, in the basement, and there was a window right at the driveway level underneath the carport. And I told everybody, okay, meet at Walmart. I'll give you a call and then you come over. Okay. I'll give you a call around 1:30, and then you guys just come on over. So you guys hang out there until I give you a call. So about 40 people were over there. And then I, acted like, oh, I got a phone call. So I ran upstairs. Hey, made this phone call. All right, time to come. Put my phone back in. Went downstairs, and all of a sudden, like 3 or 4 minutes later, one set of people went walking by. Oh, we got visitors. All of a sudden, another set. And then they'd open up the door. Like our friends usually they didn't knock. They just opened up the door. Hey, I'm here,
Oh, yeah. Close friends are like family.
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
Abby, thanks for coming.
So next thing you know, like just as they're taking their shoes off and coming downstairs, there's like person after person after person walking by this window. And my mom's like, what in the absolute blazes is going on here? And then all of a sudden, next thing you know, there's like 50 people in their freaking basement. All just, like, happy birthday to you. My mom's like, she looks at me and she goes, you did this. I'm like, guilty.
My sisters would always set the stuff up. And my younger brother was alive for most of those birthdays. He died in 2015. My younger brother did. But he, all of us boys that, both my brother and myself, my older brother was already passed away before my mom ever even hit 60. But so us kids would all go in. We do. This is what it's going to cost. This is your share.
Yeah.
Not a problem. Send it. And they just say send it when you got it.
Yeah.
If you got it now, send it. If not, send it later.
Yeah.
And so yeah, we always did that for my mom.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to remember. My mom might have already been 60, but matter of fact, I think he was alive for her 70th birthday. I don't think he was alive for her 80th.
Yeah, my mom turned 75 last year, and she's been on the oxygen for over a year. And I'm like, the way she's taking the winters anymore, I'm like, sad to say it, but I don't think she's going to go another one.
Yeah. Well, my mom would have been 100 last month, and she always said she didn't want to live to be 100, so she got a wish.
Yeah.
She died. It'll be a year ago this March, and so she made 99 in a couple months, and that was it.
Yeah.
But so yeah, like I said, she'd tell it. But my mom had dementia, and she knew she had it.
Yeah.
You know,
The only thing she was sure about, eh?
yeah. And I was lucky. Every time I went home, every time at the last time I went to see her, she always knew who I was.
Oh, that's good.
Now, a couple of times she didn't remember I was there the day before, but she knew who I was.
Yeah.
And the last time I was there, she kept asking me, "Who are you again?" "I'm your son, Mom. I'm your son, Larry." And a little bit later, she'd go, "Who are you again?" And that was my last visit with my mother.
Yeah.
So, but it's not as bad for me. It was bad for me, but there was worse for my sisters because she lived with two of my sisters for a long time.
Yeah.
One of my sisters that passed away, and the one just younger than her.
Yeah.
And they were
For me,
visiting.
I probably scared the shit out of her when if she asked me, like if my mom asked me, "Who are you again?" I'd be like, "I'm your legacy."
But anyway, my sisters were in the room with her visiting, and somebody walked in, and my mom didn't even remember they were her daughters. She looked at the person and said, "These are my friends."
Yeah.
And she didn't know their names. She didn't know, didn't realize, she couldn't remember that it was their daughters. These are my friends. And but now my cousin George, the last time he visited with her, because he'd visited with her when she didn't remember who he was. The last time he visited with her, as soon as he walked in, she yelled out his name and was really happy to see him. And they had a great, about a half-hour visit, talking about stuff. And he sharp as a tack, and that was the last time he got to see her. Yeah. And so he was real happy because, like I said, there was other times he saw her, she didn't have any clue who he was. Yeah. And
that's the thing is, like with people that are in phases of dementia, if you haven't seen them in a while, and then all of a sudden you show up, they'll know who you are because they're already living in the past.
Yeah. But
it's sad when your mind goes backwards.
Yeah, like I said, it was tough, but the last visit was tough, really tough. Yeah. And but she'd had dementia for years. We found out.
Oh yeah, it doesn't.
It was slow progression. She was able to play it off as just being forgetful.
Yeah.
Well, I forgot where, and it'd come and she'd find it later. But and there's some stuff I don't think she forgot she gave away or something. I was sure somebody stole it. But we're thinking now she probably either lost it or gave it away and doesn't remember it. Once we found out she'd been dealing with dementia by the time she passed away over 20 years.
Yeah. Yeah, dementia is not a light switch disease.
Yeah, I mean
it's like a dimmer switch. It just gradually gets
I want to say about 30 years, but I could be. It was close to 30 years. It was over 20, but I don't think it was quite 30.
Yeah, my mom, she's like on me all the time about, "Oh, your dad's forgetting this and forgetting that." Okay, whatever. And then I'll ask my dad about it and goes, "She didn't give me the paper until after she started bitching about it." So, like I'm not forgetting it. It's just that she's not giving me the advance notice of when and why she needs stuff. Yeah. And my mom doesn't understand that men have selective memory. We can just say, okay, we're going to stack this in the importance scale. What is vitally important to me? Yeah. Boom. What is not important to me? We push that stuff aside.
Well, they say marriage creates selective hearing.
What?
Marriage creates selective hearing. The husbands tune them out, don't even hear them anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if it's true because I've never been married, but that's
I've never been married either. Yeah. And I can't and the thing about it is that's another, very low reason for me to go to the the Philippines. Like I want to go to the Philippines, but that is so low on my list.
Yeah. Well, Tina Marie here has made a statement. I have to agree with her completely. She says the cold is harsh on your body when you get older. She goes, that's why we leave the country for 6 months to avoid the winter. She lives in Canada. Her and her husband live in Canada. Yeah. And
I wish I could leave when it starts getting cold around here too, but I just can't.
Well, this is my last winter.
Yep. Yeah, I'm happy for you, my friend.
Yeah.
I am super happy for you. I am also super jealous, but I am super happy for you.
Those two things are not mutually exclusive, you know.
No, they're not.
Some people think they are, but they're not mutually exclusive. You can be both.
Yep. I just wish I was going with you.
Well, I hope you'd have your own room.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like I'm not gonna pack myself into into one of your luggage cases.
No, I'm not talking about that. I mean, once we get there, you have your own room.
Yeah, because this fat body ain't fitting in no luggage cases.
No. Not unless it's cut up and divided into a couple of them.
Oh, you have to freaking. I think you pretty much have to mash me up, like grind me up and then pour me in, and then still I might not even fit in.
Well, you'd probably be overweight.
Yeah, I am.
You're allowed to have 50 pounds, remember?
What's that?
I said, you're not allowed to have 50 pounds in the luggage, remember? I wouldn't either. And Tina Marie says it's true about selective hearing. We use it on each other. Makes a marriage last longer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like, when you don't hear the insults coming at you or just choose not to hear them.
Yeah.
Hey, all of a sudden it didn't happen.
Well, if they can't hear it, you don't have to take it back.
That's right. At least right away. Later on down the road, when it's gotten to the boiling point, all of a sudden, all that stuff comes back and bites you in the butt.
Well, from what I don't mean this in a negative way for you women, but they say women have a memory, their memory of an elephant, not the size, the memory. Remember that. They don't forget a thing. And they may not say anything until they get mad at you.
Yep.
Then everything you ever did that they didn't like comes out.
Yep. Yeah, I had a bunch of problems with that with a few dating partners.
Yeah. Well, my cousin George, same cousin I was talking about earlier with my mom, his first marriage, he'd been married twice. And his second marriage is, oh God, they've been married almost 50 years. So, I mean, they've been together a long time now.
Yeah.
They got married, let's see, about 46 years. About how long they've been married.
So their first marriage was basically to find out what not to do.
His first marriage lasted maybe 3 months.
Yeah, the first marriage was what not to do.
Well, they dated together. They dated for about 2 years or longer. And once they got married, she started bitching about things that he said or his family said 2 years before that she never said anything about.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute. If you'd have brought this up then, we could have addressed it.
We could have worked it out.
Yeah, we could have gone but she was bringing up things that seemed to upset her that she should have said something about way back when.
Yeah, let it burn and fester.
And so he decided he got in some trouble. I don't mean he was going to go to prison or anything, but he got into some trouble. And Vietnam was still going on. So it was a lot of times of his minor stuff. They say, hey, you can join the military or do this.
Yeah.
And I had a buddy that joined the Navy because of it. And my cousin joined the Army and didn't tell her anything about it. He went and joined the Army, went home and told her, he says, I joined the Army. You're not going. I filed for divorce and turned around and walked out.
That's like dropping a hand grenade and walking away.
Oh, yeah. It was like, because like I said, she was complaining about stuff 2 years before that she'd never once mentioned.
Yeah.
And now she's mad about it 2 years later. I mean, no, you got to communicate. If you can't
get
communicate,
You got to rip that Band-Aid off in order for it to heal.
Well, the only way you can correct something if you know that it's wrong.
Yeah, you know what it is. It's the only way you're
Yeah.
going to be able to correct the wrong.
I mean, it wasn't stuff. It wasn't something that he did. It was something his family did, and he could have talked to his family about it if she'd have mentioned it.
Yeah.
But she doesn't. You know, it's like no.
Boiling pot of drama soup.
Tim says in the Philippines you might run into selective English. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard that one too, Tim.
That's what happens when you go to a foreign country.
Yeah.
Like you run into people that are selective English. Like it happens here in Canada.
Oh, yeah.
You cross the border of Quebec, you may as well be running into another country.
Oh,
Because you know, like when you walk
there'll
into
be people
Quebec,
there that speak English but refuse to do it. They'll speak only
Yep.
French.
yeah, they want you to speak French until you, like my uncle, okay, he's okay with French, but he doesn't speak it fluently.
Yeah.
Okay. He understands keywords. He understands enough to get by. So he went and got some gas. And he said to the guy, he's like, how much for the gas? And the guy spit it out in French at him. And he goes, how much? And the guy spit it all out in French at him again. Meanwhile, this dude's watching an English channel. Okay. He knows he speaks English. He's like, okay. He reached out. He put a $1. At the time, we had a $1 bill. Put a $1 bill on the table. And he went to walk out. And the guy's like, no, that's $32.21. Oh, now you speak English, huh?
Yeah.
He
Well,
put a $1 bill on the counter and said, that ought to cover it. And he started walking out.
talking about that now, when I was in the Navy, one of the guys that I served with, I can't remember his real name. Everybody called him Pig. And so I asked him how they got the nickname. And he told me that he spoke Tagalog. I think he was fluent in it, white guy. But I know he was very good in it.
Yeah.
And he's in a bar, and this girl's sitting with him, he's buying drinks. And she's talked to one of her friends, said she didn't like the guy, he's a pig. So instead of saying anything to her, he got up and walked out. And the guys that was served with us found out that's what she said, so they started calling him Pig. He goes, I don't let them know I speak English until I know whether or not they're trying to rip me off.
Yeah.
He said, if you sit there and let them talk to their friends,
Yeah.
you can tell, he said, you can tell when you're sitting there. If you buy a girl a drink and she takes a real long time to drink it, because lady's drink costs more than a guy's drink. A lot of times the lady's drink didn't really have alcohol in it. Might have a touch of it, and that'd be it.
Hint.
But if she liked you, she'd nurse that drink so she could sit there and talk with you. If she didn't, she'd drink it real quick and want another one.
Yeah.
So the faster they drank the drink, the less they actually liked you.
Yep.
The slower they drank the drink, the more they actually liked you.
Yep.
So that's how you could tell.
Yep.
But like I said, he happened to be able to. He says, Tim just said, my sister doesn't speak French after living in British Columbia, Canada for over 50 years.
Yeah, British Columbia is like on the other side of Canada.
Yeah.
Like Quebec is.
That's over around the Vancouver side.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've
British
been to
Columbia is
Vancouver.
like way west.
Yeah, like I said, I've
Quebec
been to
is way
Vancouver.
east.
I've been to Vancouver. I've been to Montreal, and I've been to Toronto, as well as Niagara Falls, Canada. I've been to all
The
those.
further away you get from Quebec, the further away you get from French.
But yeah.
But getting back to the selective hearing, selective remembering thing there, I had this one relationship end with a text message. And because of a phone. You know the old flip phones?
Yeah.
You had to,
the first two phones were flip phones.
Yeah, where you actually had to push the number a number of different times to get the right letter.
You know how many times I actually text with a flip phone?
None?
You got it.
the girlfriend I had at the time, who I like literally, I met this girl at a like New Year's Eve party. We kind of got along, and we're working on a relationship. It come around Valentine's Day, and she's teaching me how to text with the phone. Okay, so I'm sitting there like, okay, like all of a sudden our schedules didn't line up. I was on swing shifts, she was on steady days, and I was going to be on afternoons, she was going to be on days. So we weren't going to be able to see each other on a Tuesday or a Wednesday when Valentine's Day was.
Yeah.
So I told her, I said, okay, what we're going to do is I'm going to take you out for dinner and dancing or dinner and movie or whatever like that the weekend before. And then the weekend after, we'll do dinner and whatever we didn't do the first weekend. So she was all for that. She's like, she gets to celebrate Valentine's Day twice.
Yeah.
Like, what woman doesn't want to celebrate Valentine's twice in the same year?
With the same guy.
With the same guy, So I, get the motel room. I get the reservations and all that other stuff. We go have a nice dinner. We go out dancing because we couldn't find a movie that we wanted to watch. And, we went out dancing and went to this bar and, had a few drinks and, some happy juice. And then, went back to the motel room and, we had our time and took her home the next morning. So then, like Valentine's Day, February 14th comes around and I'm at work because I didn't want to text her while she's at work because she was a nurse.
Yeah.
Now, it's either save lives or have a text conversation with your boyfriend. Which would you prefer? So I decided I'll text her when I get to work. So I'm trying to work and text her on this flip phone. And it's like trying to text, the SOS messages on the Titanic with this thing. It's like, and trying to text Valentine's Day is a total bugger on a flip phone. So I short formed it. I was like, she short formed all kinds of stuff for me. So I figured I'd short form it. Happy V space D space. And she showed me how to make that, colon with the bracket for the smiley.
Yeah. The smiley face.
Yeah. So then I hit that send and I was like, oh, wait a minute. I could be taken a few different ways. I just hope she understands it the right way. Closed my phone, put it in my pocket, went back to work. I didn't hear from her for 3 days.
She thought you said VD.
Yeah. I didn't hear from her for 3 days. All of a sudden, I got a text message.
Amy, how you doing?
While I'm at work, and I look at it on Friday, and I'm like, oh, there's no way I can spell my way out of this one.
Yeah.
So I just closed it up, put it in my pocket. I'll call her at lunch. So I waited till lunchtime. And at lunchtime, I spent the entire time in my truck on my flip phone, sitting there telling her, like talking to her, listen, Valentine's Day, VD. Because she was like, the text message that I was replying to read, I don't have VD. Maybe you should go get checked out.
Talk about VD. My first ship hull number was AD-14. And we pulled into Taiwan, Kaohsiung. And the girls called it VD-14.
Yeah.
But yeah.
She
Those were
wouldn't
the
take
days.
responsibility for her mix-up.
But Christina, gonna get her. There you go. She just did the triple L, so her channel will be dropped. Happy Sunday there, Amy. Amy. It happens to be Saturday night here, but this time next year, it'll be Sunday for me, same time it is for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I said, I'm leaving 6 o'clock on the 18th, 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Here in Albany. That'll be 6 o'clock in the evening in the Philippines on the 18th. Yep. I will arrive in the Philippines at 10:05 in the evening in the Philippines, which would be 10:05 in the morning here in the United States.
Yeah.
So it's like 28 hours and 5 minutes.
Yeah. So which way around the world are you going? Are you going east to west or west to east?
I'm going west then east. I'm flying from Albany to Chicago. That's west.
Yeah,
Then I'm flying Chicago to Montreal.
that's east.
Then I'm flying from Montreal to Tokyo.
That's west.
Then I'm flying from Tokyo to the Philippines.
That's south. Why? I don't understand travel agents. Why wouldn't they book your ticket from?
I booked my ticket because it was the cheapest ticket I could get.
Yeah. Oh, geez, that's
No, if I went from Albany to, I could have gone from Albany to LA or was it San Francisco or Seattle? I can't remember which.
probably
I want to say
Seattle.
Seattle. And then from there to Cebu. Okay. It was still going to be over 28 hours and cost me more money.
Why wouldn't
I
you
was
go
only doing
from,
one stop.
Yeah, but why wouldn't you go from
But it was
Albany
still
to
the
Las
same.
Vegas?
Huh?
Why wouldn't you go from Albany to Las Vegas?
Because, like I said, it's cheaper to go from Albany to Chicago, which is closer. Then you turn around and go to, because I want a direct flight into Cebu. I'm not
Yeah.
going through Manila.
Right. You can get a direct flight to Cebu from Vegas.
Because they didn't offer me one. That was on the day I was wanting to leave.
Yeah.
They did not have that flight out of Albany. Now maybe you could have took it out of Chicago. Maybe I could have took it out of Buffalo or Rochester, but
Yeah.
I couldn't get it out of Albany. I'm
Yeah,
leaving from Albany.
Yeah. See, I think if I would have been booking, I'd have went from Albany to Las Vegas because that's going to be a cheap flight no matter what.
If you can get one that day, if they have a direct flight from Albany to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Remember, Albany, even though it's the capital of New York State, is not that large.
Yeah.
It's less than 1 million people.
Yeah. But still,
It's a small airport.
going to a high tourist city.
Yeah, but they
would,
may not have one every day.
Yeah. Well, Las Vegas, you should. People come in and out of there every single day.
Yeah, but not from this area. We got casinos around us, all around
Yeah.
us.
True, with all the new
Indian
casinos
casinos.
that popped up.
We got casinos you could drive to in an hour or so from here.
Yeah.
I mean, so going to Vegas to gamble, if that's all you're going for, why go to Vegas?
Yeah. But if you're like what I'm looking at is if you're going across country, I think going to Vegas would be the cheapest route to get most of the way there.
Like I said, I could have flown directly to LA or I believe it was Seattle. It might have been San Francisco, but I believe it was Seattle. But that flight is 4 to 6 hours. Then you got a nice little layover.
Yeah.
And then you can fly directly into Cebu, but it's still going to take you over 28 hours. Some of it was over 30 hours. Some of it was over 30 hours.
Yep.
And with a few hour layover somewhere that I really don't want to be. You're going to be in that airport the whole time, even though it's hours you're talking about. Do you really want to go out and have to pay to go out in town and then come back? What are you going to do with
I
your
had
luggage?
any kind of layover, I'm staying right in the airport.
That's what I'm saying. Then what do you do with your luggage? So you got to say, my longest layover is a little over an hour.
Yeah.
I got more layovers, but they're short. One layover is only like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And the next one's
basically
about
you're
an hour,
racing
and I
to
got
get
one
from one
about an
place to
hour
the
and
next.
15 minutes or so.
Yeah, but then you're just racing to get from one plane to the next.
No. In Chicago, it's a 15-minute walk from one terminal to the next terminal that I got to go to. And that's the shortest layover.
Yeah.
And the others will all be international terminals. So from my domestic terminal to my international terminal in Chicago is a 15-minute walk. Yeah, I've checked all this out. And that's not a problem. And like I said, because I'll be checked, all my luggage except for my carry-on will be checked all the way through. So I don't have to go pick it up and move it myself. that would be more of a rush if I had to go get my luggage and move it on.
Yeah.
And I'm flying United, which is out of Albany, but then I'm flying Air Canada out of Chicago and Air Canada out of Montreal, and then I think it's United again into Cebu City.
Yeah, it just like for me, it just
Hey, gives you something to do besides sitting there twiddling your thumbs.
yeah,
And I got the time to do it.
exactly.
Yeah.
See me, if it was on my shoulders to plan my trip there, I'd go right from like Windsor Airport, which is like an hour away. I'd go right from there straight across Canada to Calgary. Stay in Calgary for a day. Go watch a hockey game, or a couple days. Go watch a hockey game. Jump back on a plane. Go down to LAX.
Well, how far are you from Montreal?
It would take 14 hours to drive there.
Okay, so you're on the other side of this.
Oh, I'm way down in the bottom of Ontario. I'm an hour away from Detroit.
Okay, so you're up around Windsor then.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, how long would it take you if you flew? I would check which one would get you there the quickest. Who cares about the for me, that's what I was looking at. I also wanted the shortest time frame.
Yeah. But for me, I would like one of my bucket lists is to go to a Calgary Flames home game.
Okay, yeah. So you'd want to go there.
I'd want to stop off at Calgary, go to a Calgary Flames home game, enjoy myself for a couple days, then head down to LAX, which is closer to the Philippines than Calgary is, and then jump across the puddle that way.
Yeah. Well, I don't blame you. Like I said, it all depends on what your goals are. I've never been a hockey fan. Never have.
Oh, I played hockey for 25 years.
Well, where I grew up at, the lakes didn't freeze over enough to go play it, or the ponds.
Oh, our backyard.
I never learned to skate. I never learned to skate.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've never learned to skate. Like I said, we didn't get natural. Very rarely did it get cold enough, long enough. It got cold enough, but long enough to make the ice thick enough to go skating on it.
Yeah. Oh, we'd just open up the garden hose in the backyard and flood the backyard out, and we'd have all kinds of skating room.
Yeah, but like I said, though, we rarely didn't get cold enough long enough to do that. Now, occasionally when they knew it was going to be really cold, they would flood tennis courts.
Yep.
But
they did that here too.
But I never did learn to skate. I could roller skate, but I never did learn to ice skate.
The only difference between ice skating and roller skating is instead of having 4 wheels on each foot, you got one blade.
I'd rather have four wheels. My ankles always wanted to turn.
Yeah. That blade goes down like this, and your edge on your blades goes up and around like this in a semicircle. Yeah. And the sharper those 2 points are, the better your blades are.
Yeah. Like I said, with me, I could roller skate. First time I went roller skating in a roller rink, I went with some friends. I was about 12 or 13. And I fell so much. I kept falling. So when we got done skating, I went up to the guy that worked there and I said, "You won't have to dust the floor." I said, "I don't think there's a spot out there I didn't fall on." The next week, I went again. The very next week, I fell less, and every week I got better at it.
Yep.
Like I kept going every week.
Yeah.
And we'd go about 7, 8 o'clock at night, and then at 10 o'clock, we could stay longer if you were a teenager, which I was. By that time, I was 13.
Yeah.
And so we'd stay for a teen skate.
Yeah.
And I got to where I could skate backwards and all that good happy stuff. And
Oh yeah.
But I was never a great skater, but I was a good skater.
Yeah, I played hockey with some guys that were in the OHL team here in Canada,
Yeah.
and they wanted me to go to the training camp with them.
I would have loved to play roller derby.
Ooh, not me.
All that banging.
No.
Oh yeah, I think that would have been fun. Bang up against each other, trying to knock each other down.
Oh hell no! Let me tell you, out of all the bang ups and beat ups I've got from playing ice hockey for 25 years recreationally, well,
that'd be the same thing except for you're on roller skates. You're still to be the beat up, bang up. So
but the
did it with
pain I'm
ice
in
hockey.
now,
I would have done it with roller derby.
Yeah, the pain I'm in now. Oh, it sounds fun.
Oh, I couldn't do it. No, not. I'm talking about back when I was a teenager, 20.
Yeah,
and 20.
But I mean, the stuff that I went through back then, I'm paying for it now.
Believe me, I'm paying for stuff that I did back then too. I mean, motorcycle wrecks, car wrecks.
I'm even paying for some of the dreams that I had.
As long as they don't find out about them, I'm all right.
Yeah. Well, hockey is an expensive sport, an expensive hobby to get into. But once you have your equipment, it's good as gold.
And Tim says people wait years to get to the Philippines, but are in a rush to travel here. And I would love to travel.
Get me there.
My problem is one of my problems is with going to the Philippines earlier for travel, like Jerry does, is I was always getting myself into debt and then getting myself back out.
Yeah,
that's one of the reasons why I had to work as late as I have to go. Because I just got out of debt a couple of years ago. Yeah. All right, I've not been out of debt that long. Maybe 2 to 3 years. I've been out about 2 years or so. So I've been putting money back since then.
Yeah.
And still spending money. I still spend money, but what I'd spend each month, I'd pay off,
Yeah.
But that's still cut into what you could save if you're spending.
Yeah.
So, like I said, 2 to 3 years, I've been out of debt now. I want to say around 3 years. And I bought stuff for this apartment that I probably could have done without, but I wanted the more comfort of it.
Yeah.
Because at that time I still wasn't positive I was going to the Philippines.
Yeah.
But like I said, I was still leaning towards going somewhere. Whether it was down south of Florida to Texas, South America.
Yeah.
But like I said, I started leaning towards the Philippines about 7 years ago, but I wasn't positive I was going. Can I afford it? Can I? My mother was still alive, so I wasn't going anywhere with the shape she was in. And was I going to be healthy enough to go once she passed, and all that good happy stuff? Would I have the money?
Yeah.
All that came into play.
Yeah, see, me, I didn't really start thinking about the Philippines until about 3 years ago.
Yeah. I started looking into it about almost 9 to 10 years ago, about 9 years ago, maybe 10. I started my YouTube channel in 2017. It's over 9 years old. And I was looking into the Philippines, Thailand, and a couple other places before that.
Yeah.
So about 10 years ago is when I started thinking, I'll retire, but where am I going to go?
Yeah.
All right. And I started my channel. I used to follow this one vlogger named Chris in Cebu. And you couldn't comment on a live stream unless you had a channel.
Ah.
And because I was following him, I created my channel.
Yeah.
And at that time, I just went by my name, Larry Lee. And because I wanted, I was following him. He was in Cebu City. He was the Phil-Ann couple. He met his wife in the United States. They were both working as medical coders or something like that.
Yeah.
And they got married. They have a daughter. Their daughter now is college age, but at the time she wasn't. because like I said, we're talking about 9 years ago.
Yeah.
And so they both lost their jobs around the same time. And they lived right outside of Chicago. And so they were, for a couple months or so, they were living off what they had saved up. Both of them having good paying jobs. They had saved money. And they got to talk, and then they decided, well, if they went to the Philippines, their money would go a whole lot longer. She could get a job.
Yep.
She was Filipina. And I believe she was born and raised in the Philippines, came to the States later, is my understanding. So she was actually a native born Filipino. So they went to the Philippines, and he couldn't work. She did. He took care of the daughter, stayed home, took care of the house, and started vlogging. And he started making money vlogging. I don't know how much he made, none of my business. He didn't want to get real large. He got over 10,000 followers. He'd do a live stream, and he'd have over 100 people or more in his live stream a lot.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the people that followed him were from the Philippines, living somewhere else.
Yeah.
A lot of them were from Cebu area, so they liked seeing him walk around Cebu and see, the home, or the Philippines, if they weren't from Cebu. And there was 3 other Larrys on his channel. There was a guy, I think it was like Larry Outdoors or something like that.
Yeah.
And there was Larry G, G-E-E, and Larry B, just a letter B, and me, Larry Lee. Well, B, G, and Lee sound a lot alike.
Yeah.
So if you asked one of us a question, if you weren't paying enough attention, you might not know which one he asked. So I thought, well, I'll change my channel to Lazy Larry, drop the Lee. And that way, if he wants to ask a question, if it's for me, I'll hear the word lazy.
Yeah.
And so I decided, people were always asking me, how come you go by lazy? You're always just getting off work or just got home from work. And because a lot of times I was working 4 hours overtime. So by the time I get home, it's after 8 o'clock and his live stream is going. Or I might be pulling a double. Sometimes I pull a double and I'm at work listening to it. So I did a video, my very first video was
why they call you Lazy Larry Lee.
Yeah. I explained how I got the nickname Lazy Larry and Lee and why I used it. I think I explained why I used it first and how I got it. And Mike married to a beautiful woman. Back then it was known as a beautiful Filipino. He changed his channel name. And Dan also followed Chris and a few others, and they found out I did the video, and they were telling me they couldn't find my channel. So I typed in Lazy Larry, and there was like 3 or 4 pages of a cartoon about somebody named a cartoon character named Lazy Larry before he ever got to me. So, I mean, you really had to look to get to me. So I thought, well, let's just add my last name, make it Lazy Larry Lee. And I did that. As soon as you type in Lazy Larry Lee, I was the first thing that would pop up. So that's how I went from Larry Lee to Lazy Larry Lee to Lazy Larry Lee. I mean, Lazy Larry to Lazy Larry Lee.
Yeah.
And
the way I got my screen name is not family friendly.
I know you told me before.
Yeah.
But
it's not family friendly.
Like I said, no, it was just I really wasn't planning on doing a lot. I did the first few just to see if I liked it. Because I know once you retire, you got to have something to do. All right,
got to use this.
And so I thought, well, let's see if I like YouTube, doing some. And it turned out I enjoyed it. I don't want to make it a large. If it grows, it grows. I want it to grow naturally. I'm not going to do anything to make it grow. I'm not looking to make money out of it. I really am not. I would rather have it grow naturally. And if it doesn't grow much more than what the size it is now, that's fine with me. Right now,
as long as you're having fun.
Huh?
As long as you're having fun.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got less than 1,500 subscribers. but I enjoy it. Now, I've not been putting up a lot of videos right now because of the weather, and I'm trying to take care of some other stuff before I go. But what if I like that one about the deer, I was at work, happened to see the deer out the window. It wasn't a snow-covered day. I've been looking every day now to see if I can see that deer out there again in the snow. Because if I do, I'll take another video over.
Yeah,
pretty sure it's a doe, and I'll put that up. If something happens and I can get a video of it, I will. But I'm not going out looking to do videos right now. Like I said, right now, this is Celsius, minus 17 now. So it's probably below 0 Fahrenheit.
Yeah. See, right now, at my place, it's 3 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah. Well, mine's probably below 0 now. Let me look. No, it says it's 0 exactly. Fahrenheit.
You don't have a temperature.
No, just went down to -1.
Oh, you're owing it. You're paying back to Mother Nature.
Yeah, but that's Fahrenheit. Like I said, Celsius minus 17.
Yeah. See, for here, tomorrow we're gonna get 1 degree.
We're supposed to be a little warmer tomorrow. Today the high was and this was in the morning, around 14 to 16 degrees.
Ooh.
That was the high.
Yeah.
And it just kept getting colder all day.
Yep.
And it's not supposed to get up warm actually to about, and I'm saying in the 20s, the mid to upper 20s to Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah,
so I'm looking forward to that. We haven't been up there for a while. But like I said, if I see something when I'm out running around that I can stop and take a video of, I will. But I'm not going out looking for it like I do during this when the weather's nicer. Once I get to the Philippines, I'll probably put up, I'll probably still do one live stream a week, and I'll probably put up 1 or 2 videos. I don't plan on making a career of doing just videos. But if I go somewhere, let's say I go to Magellan Cross, I'll take a quick video of it. If I go to San Pedro Fortress, or I think that's in Cebu, not Manila. There's a fort there. I'll take a video of that. I'll go to the top of Cebu. I'll take a video of that. And I might even do a couple, but I don't plan on doing one every day. Probably 2, maybe 3 a week, and that'll be it. And then it'll slow down after I've been there for a while. I'm not going to continue taking videos of the same thing.
You got to enjoy yourself.
Well, like I said, I don't want to take a video of something I've already done if I've already got to do a video of it. You know.
Oh, wow.
What's that?
Oh, I'm just looking at our weather forecast.
Yeah.
I mean, this is going to be in Celsius. We're not going to peak out of the negatives until Tuesday the 17th.
Okay. That's about a week later than us.
Yeah. We're not peaking out of the negatives until Tuesday the 17th. So it's going to be cold around here. Like, yeah, you see, with you're wanting to just do this for fun and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Me, I'm sitting here. I got like I just redone a whole bunch of stuff on my my desk. Okay, to make it easier to flow a lot better for me doing my channel.
Yeah.
I got the dual monitor system going. Bought a new keyboard, new chair. I reconfigured my desk so this way here it's open. It's nice.
Like I said, what I got to do is and I am a procrastinator, people. What I got to start doing is slowly going through stuff and getting rid of it. There's some stuff I know I'm going to get rid of, but it's just going to sit there until I'm ready to sell the place because unless I want to throw movies away, there's nothing else I can do. Hey, I'm going to have to go. The CR is calling for me, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So the head is calling. All right, everybody. I want to thank you for coming. I've been going for 2.5 hours. That's longer than normal. So I wish to thank everybody for coming. Thank you for the thumbs up, Chelsea. Thank you for coming. I'm getting ready to shut down, and because, like I said, the CR is calling for me.
Yep.
And so we have to get ready to go. And I'll see y'all next week. We'll do it again. And next week, when I tell you how many days left I got going, it'll be 32 days left to work. All right, everybody. Take care. Bye. Thanks for coming up, Crazy. Bye.
Yeah, thanks for having me up.
All right.